Hi guys, AmarRouh here with your shot of stress relief today, and I wanted to remind you guys of something. Like, do you find yourself ever being hard on yourself? Do you find yourself giving yourself a hard time because something didn't work out, whether it was down to you or not? It could have been down to you. You could have missed something. You could have missed something at work. You could have made a mistake in a relationship that's important to you. You could have just gotten things so wrong, or you could just be giving yourself a hard time because you think everything is your responsibility. And really, I want to remind you how much that could be impacting your health and your stress levels, and probably your sleep, your how you're feeling about yourself, your physical state, how your body is able to handle things. Because the fact is that there is research to show that harsh self-criticism, being hard on yourself constantly, actually leads to you releasing more stress hormones into your body, things like cortisol. And cortisol is known to impact health issues. So it's known, high cortisol levels are known in things like heart disease or diabetes or others, like stress related illnesses. So we're kind of releasing our own cortisol we're releasing more cortisol into our body by being hard on ourselves. And it's actually, I see it as the ultimate abuse. It's the ultimate self-abuse to be hard on yourself. And this actually might sound really harsh hearing this, but this is the fact. And I know this because I spent many years being really hard on myself, and I do think it impacted my stress. I do think it impacted how I felt about myself, and it wasn't useful. And it was so intense at times, and I didn't know I was doing it. This is the thing, I would call myself an idiot for dropping things, or and take it upon myself to feel like it was my fault if things went wrong, no matter where they were, in the work environment or in the home environment. And it wasn't healthy. Mentally, it's not healthy. Emotionally, it's not healthy. And physically, my body suffered for it. And so a massive learning for me was to switch that round, to realize that I was abusing myself and that I was the one who could do something about it. And what I can do about it is to be self-compassionate, to be kind to myself, to activate self-love and self-care activities into my life all the time. And it's not that that I don't ever get things wrong now. It's that I can notice if I'm being hard on myself. I notice it quicker, because for me, being hard on myself leads to can lead to, and has led to in the past, extensive pressure on myself, and that's not healthy either. We know that. So being able to notice it in myself, how do I talk to myself? The negative self-talk is really important. And so noticing it in yourself, if you're that way inclined, is a really great first step. And then just choosing something different every time. And to begin with, you might, and I've done this work with so many people now, and for some people, it's been the biggest learning curve for them and the biggest positive outcome for them to notice how they talk to themselves. And so noticing your negative self-talk and just stopping yourself and saying, okay, no, I might have got it wrong. This might actually be true. I may have got it wrong here. I may have hurt somebody here in this situation, but I'm doing my best, and I don't need to be talking to myself in this way. Remind yourself, would you talk to a friend or a loved one this way? And really reminding yourself to be kind. There are so many different ways to do this. You can look back and see how much progress you've made and say, actually, is this the way I would have responded 5 years ago? Or, how might other people see me in this situation? There are so many ways, and I can go in depth with you on those ways if you want to work on them. I touch on it in my Discover Your Shine course, which is a bite-sized course and is available right now. So you can start to look at that, and the tools that I show you in that course actually will help you to activate self-compassion automatically over a period of time. They really will, because I use them myself. And they will activate, and they will help you to activate positive feel-good emotions and hormones, so that you can then neutralize your stress hormones. They do activate. The tools that you will use in this course do that. If you want to work on this further in depth, you can do that. There are so many great infographics. If you just Google self-compassion infographic or self-love infographic, there's really cool ways to remind yourself of what you can do. So there are loads of ways to do this, but I wanted to remind you that that there is harm that you can be doing to yourself by doing this, and you can change that. That is something that is within your control. There are so many things in our life right now that aren't in our control, and we feel like we have to control them, right? External things that happen that we can't change, other people's perceptions of us, or how our work might be coming in, how our finances might be received. There's so much that to an extent can't be in our control, but we can manage what is in our control, and this is one of those things. How we talk to ourselves is one of those things. So I invite you to check in with yourself. How are you talking to yourself, and would you like to change that? And also celebrating when you do talk to yourself, when if it's something that you've already been on this journey and you speak to yourself differently, celebrate that. So I will speak to you soon. AmarRouh over and out. Take care. Bye.